is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the July 28th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. And more important than that, that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone and give us a call at 877-927-6648. If you can't call in, hey, we've got you covered there too. Let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. If you'd be kind enough to put radio show question in the subject heading, that'd be great. And of course, in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Mixed bag out here. Dow off 132, S&P down 5, NASDAQ up 44, Russell up 21, semis up 50, trannies up 116, gold is up $1.60, silver 28 cents, light sweet crude 80 pennies, natural gas up a nickel, 30-year treasuries off 16 30-seconds out there, so half a point. Lead the charge dollar-wise to the upside. You've got Google up $90, 3.5%. Big move there. Mercado Libre up 44 or 3%. I don't know, Beijing or whatever it is, up 14% or $39. Duolingo up $33, and Xi Lab Limited up 20% or 22 buckaroonies. Humana Inc. is the leader dollar-wise to the downside, $31. Chipotle off 21. Spotify 16, Booking Holdings 15, and affiliated managers down 8% or $13. Yep, Jimmy, it is another mixed bag day out there, and that mixed bag really kind of the message of the TAS market profiles that formed, one that formed yesterday. That was inside the NQ. We have 4 new profiles. Now, the Russell formed last week, bullish structured profile, and its message, as long as price remains above the top of the center of that profile, which is 2156, it is signaling to you and I somehow, some way, it wants to make a move to 2283. That is its message. That's your right-hand panel. Of course, you'll see that sideways consolidation pattern that's been established here for quite some time. The same true, let's just keep reading from right to left. The same thing is true for the Dow. Now, the Dow did not form a new profile yesterday. It did not take hold, but it is back again today. The profile that is back again today is another signal of a consolidation. Now, the Dow is in a consolidation. That's the yellow rectangle. But within inside that are the TAS market profiles that we pay attention to. So right now, significant resistance is at 35,072. Support is all the way down at 34,202. The NQ, that profile did form. So now you have where are the sellers? Very simply, they're at 15,134. Where are the buyers? They are between 14,582 and 14,789. Now, yesterday was such a fun day for you and I, right? Because we came on right at this time. We knew that the markets were testing. The NQ is, I think, what we focused on, was testing that key level of support, the center. Reason why it's a key level of support, because there's both buyers and sellers, and that's where they believe fair value is. We went down. We took a look at the 30-minute time frame chart and found the bottom, the TD9 count bottom out there. So I received some emails from folks that took advantage. There were folks that were short They went ahead and took that signal and that set of signals and they reversed. And so kudos to you for doing that. If we take a look at what the ES Mini is doing here, its profile did not take hold yesterday, but a new one is attempting to form today. And again, this is giving us the message of a consolidation. So we've got consolidations. Now, this is a different version of consolidation. The one inside the Dow and the Russell 2000, that is established by multiple highs and lows touching each other out here. The TAS market profiles, though, the way that they have engulfed those prior bodies have said, hey, prepare for a consolidating pattern as well. And that, again, it can't overstate this or it can't understate this. Significantly important, especially if you are trading the indices. So get ready to be jostled around out here. Now, where's price going to take us next? I don't know. We'll go take a look at some additional charts and get a feel for that. But what we do know is that the ES Mini could very easily trade down to that 43.58 level or even the 43.01 area. And the reason is because that spot volatility still remains above its 50-day exponential moving average. The 50-day is 1789. The spot volatility is currently trading out at 1886. The reason that we could see that move lower, don't know what could cause it. It could be the guy that comes on between 2 and 2:30. No, I'm not talking about our favorite polar bear. I'm referring to Jerome Powell. So I believe he releases this minutes or statement, really, the statement at 2 p.m. and then he starts to take the stage at around 2:30. So if there's a tell in the market with regard to how it's going to react to whatever it is he's going to say, the tell right now with regard to spot volatility is that price should at least trade lower out there. But if price can get back down below the bottom of that profile, don't fret, because even if price moves higher, there's resistance or should be resistance. The sellers should be camped out at 44.16. Only a close above 44.16 combined with the spot volatility below 1789 will suggest that there is a breakout going on inside the ES Mini. And if there is a breakout going on inside the ES Mini, very likely its price target is 45.67. 45.67 would be the 1 to 12 would be the Fibonacci expansion from its February high of last year to its March low. So it's a Fibonacci expansion in the 2.0 series that gets us up to that 45.67. That would be the message if price closed above 44.16. If you're asking me where is it that you would want to short during a Jerome Powell, if that's the your inclination, I would have to say it'd be 44.16 inside of the ES Mini. Now, the New York Stock Exchange, its advanced decline oscillator remains below zero. When it remains below zero, the signal there is that sellers are in control. So they're just waiting for some kind of oomph. And that next oomph could be, not a guarantee, but it could come today from the messaging from Mr. Powell out there. What else can we take a look at inside the equity markets that would be important to you? Short term. So unlike yesterday, which was a ton of fun, always a ton of fun for me to do that because we walk through the process here of evaluating what the markets are doing. Yesterday, we had nice TD9 count patterns here, 130 inside the ES Mini. That's your left-hand side. The same thing going on inside the NQ. We had a bottom pattern inside the Dow. That was a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom, and both a TD9 count and a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom inside the Russell. As we take a look at these right now, we don't have a pattern. We're trading out here. There's just no pattern that I can see. So there's no clue coming from this. The only clue could be that spot volatility index. Again, trading above its 50-day exponential moving average. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. When we get back, we'll take a look at a couple of requests out here. One for ARC, the other for Tilray. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So let's get to our questions out here. We've got 4 in the queue. Of course, I'd love to hear from you as well. 877-927-6648. We have call ahead seating if you want to get in front of these requests. But the first request coming from Angelo. Angelo says, Steve, would you please take a look at the ETF ARKK? It completed a daily TD9 breakdown earlier this month, wondering if the TAS market profile confirms this pullback as a buy opportunity. So let's first, you're throwing a couple of things out there. Let's first talk about the market profiles here, Angelo, and what they're communicating to us. We've got our daily, weekly, and monthly up on the screen. And the daily set of profiles, what we have is a profile that's got support at 114.68 and resistance at 120.34. Prices trade at 120.51. Now, there was an A to B equals C to the down pattern. So you're asking about, buying bottom signals and so forth out here. And I know you asked about the TD9 count, and we'll get to that when I get to my white background charts. But first, I visually see a completed by the D point. Let's just make sure of that. So here's our A, B equals CD pattern. Makes a 1-to-1 exactly. Generates a nice bullish reversal signal out there. So you've got your buy pattern. What we can also take a look at, a little swing point analysis. The swing point low out here in that pattern is from July 19th. 11 million shares traded hands, nearly 12 million shares. Yesterday was a test of that with slightly less volume, test and rejection. Today it has not tested, but there's another indication that maybe this is now. Where is this likely going to head to? Well, first it has to cross the 123.42 level to suggest a move maybe to the 144 area. But you were asking, has this formed a bottom? Well, we see the A to B equals C. Let's pull over Stevie's other charts out here. You had mentioned that this formed a TD9 count, and you're exactly right. It did that on the trading day of July 15th. What was also nice, even though you saw a lower low, but not when the day's end came to the close out here on July 19th, that was a test of the breakout level, 113.62. So you've nailed that. The only concern on the daily time frame charts is that the bounce so far off of that bottom found resistance at its oscillator and change line. That's a beautiful thing. Not necessarily a beautiful thing if you're looking to, if you're asking for a long confirmation signal out here, but you're asking, is this pullback a buy opportunity? And I'd have to answer that yes. One, because of the bottom. Two, because of yesterday's swing point test. But you've got a battle ahead of you, and that first battle is in the 122 area, 121.96 on my screen as we speak right now. If price can clear that, then price should move up to the 131.43 level. And if you can clear that, then you may have a very large A to B equals CD that would be setting up here. So that's the daily time frame chart. Let's just take a look at the weekly out here for you. And on the weekly chart, what do we have for a signal? Nothing. Other than, if we go back to the May time frame, this forms a Chapman wave. That's a 7th wave move. That's letter G on my screen. It also generated a Rhodes momentum indicator top. And what did price do? Pulled right back to that breakout level of 98.20. That was a bottom. So hopefully that same type of scenario that we just looked at on the daily matches what we just looked at on the weekly time frame. Lastly, we'll take a look at the monthly out here. Is there anything that is negative? No, not really. This too had a TD9 count top, which took price right back to support. That was the bottom of its profile. And so, yeah, the answer to your question is, yeah, this is a buyable type bottom for ARKK. Just looking on the short term, see if there's any reason to pause out here. And the answer is no, not really. So thanks for writing in. I hope that helps you out, and best of luck to you, whatever it is you decide to do. That was for Angelo. Let's go to our next question. Our next question is coming in from Brent in Martinez, California, and Brent wants to take a look at Tilray. So it's having a big update with volume. You've got call options. So let's go take a look at the Tilray charts out here. TLRY is the ticker symbol. And as we take a look at Tilray, yeah, it is having a very nice day with volume and taking out the top of its daily profile, 1523. It's also getting back inside its weekly profile, which is at 1426. So this is suggesting that, what is it suggesting? Let's pull over my other chart before we say what it's suggesting out here. Let's pull over Tilray. And what Tilray is actually doing today, Brent, it is confirming a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. So we had that signal that was triggered yesterday, and now you've got the gap to the upside. You're clearing the top of the profile out here. So your next target's going to be the prior swing points from June 29th, and that's going to be in about the 1924 level. On a weekly basis, what do we see with Tilray? Not much out here. On a short-term basis, what do I see? I see a TD9 count that formed in the last half-hour session. So right as we came in at 1 o'clock area, this says that price could pull back or should pull back maybe to about the 1511 type area. So, yeah, it's a nice breakout. And if it does pull back to 1511 during the day, what does that do? Shoot, that would get you back below the top of that daily profile. So, yes, it's strong. Short term is saying, hey, I might want to pull back, but watch it close above 1523 today and tomorrow would be a nice move out there and suggest higher price. Speaking of Garo, let's go out to Garo. He happens to be on the phone. Garo, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
1511 type area. So, yeah, it's a nice.
Garo, do we have you?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. Okay. I'm just picking up some background noise out there. But thanks so much for calling. I'm going to get your chart up here on the screen. But in the meantime, why don't you tell the folks what you're calling about and how I can best help you?
Yeah, I'm calling regarding CLF.
Okay.
I bought it on Friday, on July the 23rd.
Yep.
On the daily chart.
Yes.
When it hit a dot, it hit a chart dot. Here, but the point is that I want to know if you think that this will cross the resistance where it had at where is it 2477, or that will be the end of the play.
So for resistance, Garo, I'm asking you a question to kind of refresh my memory out here. For resistance, you would typically be looking at a prior top SAR dot. Is that correct? Is the one
is that the other one? It is on July the high of the July the 12th.
July 12th. So let me get and the reason and July 12th, I see that. The reason that you're using that as a resistance level is why? Just so you're educating me on the parabolic SAR tools.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you see on the 120 minutes chart, you can see that there is a 2345 there. Yep. And then if you see on the July the 12th, you see the highest candle that it hit was 2345, and that which is very close by here. It's just playing here. But but if you look at the daily chart, you'll see 2477.
Yeah, and I know our numbers for some reason are just slightly off. It must be the data feed or something like that. But I see, in essence, what you're looking at. Now, we're just about to go to a hard break here. So if you'd be kind enough to hold on. And then when we come back, what I'll do is I'll give you what my chart's take is on where resistance is at, or maybe the next level of resistance, and any other patterns that we see. So we'll be back in just a few, folks, with Garo in California. We're taking a look at ticker symbol CLF.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're exploring the charts of the Cleveland Cliffs. CLF is a ticker symbol with Garo in California. And so, Garo, the very first thing that I can share with you on the daily time frame, there's a profile that formed a couple of days ago, and price right now is testing the top of that. That's your resistance. That's where sellers are located, and that's at 23.45. Price is trading a few pennies above that. Ideally, if price closes above that, that would be generating a signal that price should go test the high from June 10th. That high is 24.77. Now, on that trading session, there was volume of about 74 million shares. And so price is pushing up into that with much lighter volume at about 21 million shares as we speak right now. This would say, from a swing point standpoint, as long as price is able to close above 22.65, then it should make that run. The confirmation really, especially because you've got some light volume out here, would really be a close above 23.45. The weekly chart shows that resistance is 22.59. That's more important come Friday than it is today. But if price, in fact, closes above that and closes above the top of its daily profile, then you'd have kind of a double whammy out here of confirmations that price should at least go test that high. As I pull over my other daily time frame chart, I'm not seeing any signs of a topping signal. Today will become bar 5 of a TD9 count. That says you wouldn't see some type of potential top for 3 to 5 days from now. So again, closing above that daily profile would be very bullish. On the weekly time frame, I don't see any kind of a topping signal out here either, and this suggests that it wants to run higher. If I look at some short-term time frame charts, for example, a 5-hour chart, prices above resistance, that's 23.24. You had mentioned the 120-minute time frame chart. Price has taken out 2 TD9 breakdown resistance levels. The interpretation for that, Garo, is that's very bullish. So Cleveland Cliffs looks like it wants to continue to run higher, but what we know is the real battle is taking place today. It's not exactly at your resistance level, but it's pretty close, and that's at 23.45. Garo, what additional questions maybe do you have now after reviewing that information? Oh, do we have Garo?
Yeah, it's very, very good. Except on my weekly chart, there is a small resistance at $24.12.
Is that
Go ahead.
a parabolic SAR number, or what is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On a weekly chart, if you look at the weekly chart, you'll see that there is a resistance at $24.12. There is a dot there. If that crosses that dot, that's it. It's up in the blue skies. From there on, yeah.
And is that today's dot, Garo, that you're looking at, or is there a different date where that's coming from?
No, it is on the weekly chart. If you look at the very last dot that is there, is 24.12.
And is that from July 5th? Is that what you're looking at?
Let me tell you. No, July the 26th.
Yeah, okay, it's today, yeah. So on my system, just so you know, it would be 23.87. I wish our systems here would match up to each other.
Yeah,
I love your system. And just so you know, there's a trader in the den. He goes by the call sign of G7. And before you called, in essence, he was talking about you. And what I mean by that is he said, hey, he started applying the parabolic SAR dots to his 30-minute trading. He uses a different, and I mentioned to him that you use your 5 and 21 simple moving average crossovers as a real key level. And I believe he said he was using 9 and 20 or something along those lines. But the reason why I ask you these questions is because you are the master of this. We have, so many people that listen in and might like to learn this system, or at least how to use that. And so you're the master. So every time that you do call in, I'm going to probably have questions for you. So I hope that's okay.
Yes, sir. 9 and 20 is very good, but it's very aggressive. Very aggressive.
Yes.
That is something that I don't take that chances. But the 5 and 21 and 30 is very mellow. Is very soft. I buy a little bit expensive, but I will sell higher. But 9 and 20 is very good too, but that is very I was doing that, but to me it's like a gamble. That's for aggressive and young people. I'm not that young any longer. Yes, sir.
Well, so look at that helpful, useful piece of information that you just shared with G7 and everybody else that's out there. So really terrific, and I appreciate your openness and willing to share that information with folks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. Thank you very much. You're so knowledgeable. Every time I ask you something, I learn something new. Thank you so much.
Goes both ways, Garo. So have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll look forward to speaking to you again soon. That was Garo in California and his parabolic SAR. He is our expert there. Now, I believe were we looking at Tilray? Did we look at Tilray? I can't remember. Jeez. That's the problem with getting old. I think we did for Brent. I think we looked at Tilray, but let me just put up the chart here real quickly, see if it jostles anything. TLR. I think we did, yeah. I think we looked at Tilray out there. Oh, we did. Yeah, we took care of that. So let's go to our next request out here. Sorry about that. Just an age thing out there, but not as bad as that guy in the White House. Oh, that's an amazing thing. In any event, Michael writes in, and Michael says, can we take a look at the OIH? Absolutely. So the OIH, the Oil Service Holders Trust out here, trading with inside its daily profile. That range is 180, 119 at support and 204.32. Trading is below, OIH is trading below the bottom of its bearish structured daily profile. So not a great thing unless price can recapture it. When I say recapture, it means that price would have to close above 203.11. 203.11 would be where a counter trend rally in the OIH would stop, and that's based upon the weekly time frame. Let's pull over the other daily and weekly charts to see if there's some other signals out here that might be more helpful to us. And on the daily time frame, the answer is yeah. So this makes one of Basil Chapman's seventh wave moves. That is the letter G on my screen. That was the bottom. That bottom was confirmed. It wasn't the bottom. It was on July 20th. So it was really July 19th that made that seventh wave move. But the lower high that very next session, which is also when that new profile formed. Now, many of you are looking at this profile and you're saying, hey, Stevie, must be something wrong with your system because I only see two lines. And that is correct. Nothing wrong with the system. Sometimes the bottom and the center will line up with each other, which is the case now, and that says that is a super strong support level. Now, here is the key. You can see that price has made its way up to the oscillator and change line, Mike, and this is the level, and it's red. And so this is where it always gets a little bit dangerous here. For the last three sessions, in essence, that level has been tested and rejected. And that says that price could move back to the 180.81 level, kind of complementing what we looked at on the weekly chart, hitting resistance. So you've got resistance on the daily, oscillator and change line, resistance on the weekly, the bottom of its daily profile. So just for the heck of it, let's look at a 30-minute time frame, see what we have out here. And right now, it's just in a bit of a consolidation pattern. Two TD9 counts that have identified the tops. That's set up the top of the consolidation. The bottom of the consolidation is the breakout levels, and that's in the 185-ish type range out there. So your question was, can we review it? We have reviewed it. What do I leave you with? The thing that I have to leave you with is price is sitting right now at resistance, and we don't know whether or not price is going to be able to take that because the 30-minute chart said, hey, I'm just going to move sideways. So maybe the OIH, Mike, much like the general markets out here, are waiting for to hear what Jerome Powell is going to, how he's going to respond to his Q&A out there. So thanks so much for writing in. Hope that helps you out. And when we get back from this break here, we want to go take a look at, for Michael P., ticker symbol PFE. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to go take a look at light sweet crude first with John in Philly. John, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
I'm very good. Steve, I'll make this quick. Wanted to ask you on that September crude oil contract.
Yes.
Now that we have recovered nicely from that 2-week drop,
yes,
we're sitting here kind of pounding highs somewhere around 72.50.
Yeah.
Question for you. Are we building cost to launch higher, or are we likely to turn lower? And if it's the former, if we're building cause and do extend past 72.50, can you give us some parameters that we could use as higher targets, please?
Sure. So it's been trading sideways for the last 4 trading days out here. So somewhat unusual in its move. And so what this did last week was it formed a really nice Gartley buy pattern. And that was confirmed. It was a 1 to 1.618 A to B equals CD pattern. Wasn't confirmed until the July 21st date. That set up the 3 River Morningstar bullish reversal candle. And then price just simply stalled at its descending trend line, which is basically where it's trading right now. Now, to break a trend line, I don't like it when price just moves sideways. To me, I think it's not really providing us with a ton of information. Where price is really sitting is at the center of its fairly valued profile on a daily basis. What I mean by that is the bottom of the profile where sellers are, or where buyers are at, is 69.11. Sellers reside at 75.25, and the real party is at the price point of 72.18. We're at 72.36 right now. That's the center where both buyers and sellers believe there's fair value. So to answer your question, if I were to give you an answer of either moving up or down, it would be disingenuous, because even here on the chart, we're not getting an indication on the daily time frame because price is sitting where people believe it's fairly valued. What I can answer, though, for you is if price did move to the upside, 75.25 to 75.35 is where the next level of resistance is. That happens to be the top of the daily and the top of the weekly profile. Likewise, with regard to support, the first level of support on the downside would be 69.11. And on the week, that's the daily chart. And on the weekly chart, it's 68.54. So we got 68.54 to 69.11 as downside support, and resistance between 75.25 and 75.35 out there. Does that provide you with the information? I know you wanted something specific, like which direction is going to head to, but even if I were to look at the short-term time frame charts, I'm just not seeing a clear signal out here as to what light sweet crude wants to do.
Steve, that's very helpful. The past 4 days you mentioned, and that interesting, right the midpoint of the TAS profile. No, that's helpful info, and the upside, downside parameters. I got that. That's what I was looking for. So,
perfect.
Case closed.
I love it. Hey, John, thanks for calling. Have a great day, and we'll look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thank you.
You bet. That was John in Philly. So Michael P. wanted to take a look at an instrument. What was it? I think it was Pfizer. Yeah. So let's go take a look at Pfizer. PFE is the ticker symbol. And I believe he's in a trade. He's got some call options expiring today, if I'm not mistaken. So in essence, Michael, you're really up at resistance. And when I say resistance, I'm just going to take a look at the monthly time frame chart. And you can see it's made its way back. It's done its 100% move of a move. And that's a swing point from December of 2018. Now, that swing point at 566 million. So far today, you're at 452. There's just a few more days left in the trading session. The average daily volume on this is about 30 million or so shares out here. So it looks like it's pushing into that swing point, with similar type volume, but not anything that's going to exceed it. So, is price going to make its way to 44.05? Probably. Will it do it by today? Well, now that one, that would be a stretch for me to say. However, what I will do is, if you give me just a moment here, let me see if I can get this up on my short-term charts. Well, actually, I've got it on the larger one. So let me just pull over this set of charts here and just look at short-term time frames and see what we have out here for you. So 15-minute, you have a TD9 count top with resistance at 43.74. Nothing's broken down, but you got resistance up there. 30-minute chart, seventh wave move top. That's letter G. Now, that won't be, and a TD9 count top potentially with resistance at 43.74. 65-minute chart out here. What do we have? Not much. TD9 count top. Michael, it looks like you've been nicely rewarded. This is going to expire today. I would, is it going to move much higher? Those TD9 count tops say now it's starting to get a little bit risky there. So that's what I see when I take a look at the charts here for Pfizer. It should go test its highs out there. Whether it's going to be able to take those highs out or not, 44.05, I don't have a clear signal on that. So hope that helps you. Thanks so much for writing in. And let me just take a quick peek here. I believe I've gotten to everything that was requested inside the Tiger's Den. Oh, we've got another question here. David H. writes in. And David says, you're looking for an entry point in PayPal. PYPL is a ticker symbol. So as we go take a look at it, and I'll get this fired up on my other charts here, PYPL. Right now, it's a brand new profile that formed here, David, and that is between support, buyers, 295.22, sellers, 308.03. Let's pull over the PayPal charts because you're looking for an entry point. And what PayPal did, very much like the ES Mini, very much like the NQ, although it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, when PayPal generated a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. It also has wave number 7, that's letter G, so 2 topping signals. However, what price did, it did what it was supposed to do, David, and that was pull back and test the bottom of its daily profile from yesterday. So it's it's fulfilled that first obligation, and it's held. So you're looking to, the earnings are due today. So if they're due today, the signal here is really neutral. Valid top and bottom that's held. So is there any type of other signal? So the weekly says, this could be a TD9 count top this week, as well as a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. We won't really know that until Friday. Earnings are today. We're looking for some type of clue or signal. So the only... On a short-term basis, wave number 7, TD9 count, Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Takes price down, that forms a TD9 count bottom. Takes price up and forms a TD9 count top. You think for PayPal, Michael, it might be, or David, it would be helpful for you to, and maybe you do use the TD9 accounts out here, but we can take a look at PayPal on a 30-minute basis and tick that one right off our charts. Now, if price here closes below 299.66 or thereabouts, that's going to set up a run down to 296.03. And if price takes that out, then price heads lower. At least that would be the signal from the 30-minute time frame. So that's your support level, is 296.03. Is there enough of a clue as to what PayPal is going to do? My answer would have to be no, knowing that we've got that valid top and that a key level of support has been tested and rejected. It's just simply neutral out there, and those aren't really the best setup. So I do hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in, and we're about to go to a hard breakout here, and I think, then we just come back with the end of the show. So looks like there's one more request out here, and that's for Apple. AAPL. This is for Eddie. Real quickly here, Apple is trading below 144.93. Eddie, that is the bottom of its new bullish structured profile that's forming today. Watch today's close. It would really be 2 consecutive closes below that would suggest that Apple should head lower. But right now, that's support, 144.93. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got Jerome releasing the minutes. I guess it's 2:15, not 2 o'clock. based upon information from one of our dentists. And then about 2:30, I believe, is when he starts to do the Q&A out here. So we're looking at this panel here, which are 9 market update time frame charts that we like to look at when we do the 1 o'clock hour, and just looking for some kind of clues out here. Is there any kind of tell? So with regard to the ES Mini, you know you've got a new profile that's attempting to form, resistance at 44.16 and support at 43.01. So this is saying any upside action should find resistance at 44.16. The spot volatility, which is trading above its 50-day exponential moving average, says if there's going to be a hiccup, that hiccup should resolve itself to the downside. So the downside says watch 43.58 or 43.01. That's the message from really the combined ES Mini and the spot volatility index chart out here. The NASDAQ not really providing us with a ton. Other than both those charts are telling us to expect a consolidating market out here. The U.S. dollar index, it has a valid top. It's found support, so it's somewhat neutral. Gold has been trading sideways, small, very narrow range bars out here for quite some time. The question is, with regard to gold, is the tell coming from the GDX? Why is that important? Great question. I'll answer that question for you. And the reason is because if the GDX is the clue as to how gold is going to react, the GDX has already bottomed. It's bottomed a couple different times. It's had a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It had a nice bullish engulfing candle. That was on July 21st. Another one a couple days later on the 26th. Yesterday was a hammer candle. What price is unable to do here, and this is the fly in the financial ointment, it has not been able to close above the bottom of its daily profile. But if the GDX is the clue for how gold is going to respond, the GDX has, in fact, given us bottoming signals out here. So, folks, stay tuned. You've got 2 more great hours left. Your favorite polar bear, David White. He's up next. Tom O'Brien, I believe Larry Pesavento filling in for Tom today. He'll take us on home from 3 to 4. I'll be back with you on Thursday. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Be safe out there, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.